Right guys, welcome back to Minecraft episode 22, I do believe, I haven't lost count yet, and I thought I'd start this episode off with something different, so I've got a level 47 pickaxe here, as opposed to level 50, and we'll see how this goes, and that sucks a lot of arsehole. No, I was actually kidding. Something I need to show you guys, and it's a frame rate lag creating piece of beauty. It's the Unbelievable Shaders mod, believe it or not. And no, I'm not going to be using this mod for the rest of the series. I just thought I'd test it out and see how my PC fared up against it, and looks like the mod won because I've got a frame rate of about 10 FPS at the moment, which is unfortunate. I really wanted to use this. I've also installed Optifine, and I know I was a bit against mods, so to speak, but visual mods I don't have a problem with. It's the mods that add different ores and shit into the game. Like I don't even have a problem with those mods. I just prefer not to use them personally, in my honest opinion. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick laggy tour of my world in the shader mod before I turned it off. I really would have liked to use it, but I just can't bear this lag. I can't build anything with this frame rate because it's more of a guessing game rather than being able to be precise and shit. And I've turned down the video settings quite a lot, even so. I mean, I could almost have it on tiny. I mean, the frame rate's a lot better, but tiny just doesn't really cut it, unfortunately. Might actually fix up the word of the day for episode 21. Just got claimed before. The guy who claimed it, it's already claimed a few signs before, I do believe. The Chris Folger. I do believe he is the man behind the name of the tree farm. So we shall fairly soon on camera. I haven't done one of these in a while, where I actually show me putting up the sign. What the fuck's happening now? I don't understand that. Right. So yeah, we'll get up to the top here, because as you can see, I don't know if you can notice, but the frame rate is fairly poor. It kind of masks the poor frame rate with Optifine. And I'll spin around in circles when I get up to the top here, just to give you an idea of what I'm trying to say right now. But instead of being all jumpy, it kind of just blurs it all together. And if I was to increase my render distance to far, or I mean, look at this shit. If I have tiny, I have to deal with that all the time. But I mean, that's just amazing looking at that shit. But unfortunately, it just fries my PC. And I'll demonstrate why I'm not going to use it for the series. I probably don't want to do that. We'll put it on to far what we normally run it at. I mean, the frame rate hasn't died yet, but sure enough, once the chunks update, it will. I've also dropped a lot of the settings. It actually looks a lot better than this if you actually install it properly and have a good computer. But my computer's not too bad, but at the same time, mods like these just really aren't very worthwhile. As you can see now, it's kind of just a big blur of fuckface mess. And yeah, I really don't want to have that in the Let's Play. Although, I'm so torn. I really want it, but I can't have it. Can't have your cake and eat it too. Otherwise you get fat. But anyway, I shall restore my jar file back to the boring default skin of pooness that is Minecraft. But yeah, I'll be back with some better frame rates. Alright, we're back with a steady 30 FPS. I've also tweaked with the options in Optifine to make it look a little bit better. I mean, I just installed the mod, so I was just tweaking around. And I realised I've got a lot of frame rates to spend to put it stupidly, but I've cranked up the graphics a little bit, so there should be some minor texture differences, such as this grass. I've never actually done that before. I don't know if it looks good or not. You'd have to tell me, because I guess it's alright. I guess it just looks like a giant green foam mat or some shit, but anyway, I'm totally ignoring what I'm supposed to do for the episode, and that's a melon farm. As you can see, I haven't built it anywhere yet, and I realised it was stupid to say I would build it off camera, because I mean, what's the point of having a let's play if you just show progression and don't show how you do it or anything? So it's kind of just watching a slow ass time lapse. So I thought I would show you guys how to build this melon farm. As usual, the episode may be a bit longer, because it might take me a while to get my points across and tell you guys how to build this properly. But yeah, that seems to be a common thing in my let's play, so I'm going to stop apologising for doing it. Just say it's a feature. And the slime farm's been kicking ass. It's been getting slime extremely fast. I mean, I don't know how long it took me to get these slime balls, but it really wasn't long. Bridge dog's just chilling. Sup, buddy? My biatch. And for this build, we're going to be needing a few assorted materials. Might just bin some of this shit. I need like some way to dispose of all these bows and crap I have laying around the place. I guess that'll do. I'm really running out of storage, which isn't good. Actually, I might use these crappy jungle blocks for the planks. We're going to be using a lot of pistons. That's a given. If you're going to be building anything automatic, pretty much means piston. And I always forget stuff before I even start, which is always not good. I think we'll build a stack of pistons here, if we can actually get it on the crafting bench. And some people were disappointed in me when I wasn't able to craft a piston first go, and looks like you're disappointed again. I always forget the recipes, if you could call it that, but yeah. We'll be needing our sticky pistons. Not only will we be using sticky pistons, we'll be using redstone wire and a lot of repeaters. Again, all a part of automation. You're going to be using a lot of redstone. I love this room. I can't say it enough. I mean, it's probably the best thing I've ever built, in all honesty. And yeah, all these furnaces are just filled with random crap all over the place. Oh yeah. It's so messy down here, I'm really not satisfied. There's so much coal I've got, just bad example, but yeah. Most of the furnaces have had at least a stack in them, so they're fairly packed. I don't have to worry about coal for a long time. And what do we need here? We need some sticks. Get some repeaters happening. I'm not quite sure where I want to build this whatchamadicky melon farm, just because it's going to be fairly vertically big. And I don't know where to shove a big giant fucking pillar in the sky. I've already got one eyesore, which is the mob farm, so I kind of don't want to have too many. I kind of want to make it look nice though, to kind of make it. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on out there? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I'm hearing an Enderman spazzing out. What the? Let's go, bitch. Let's tear this fucker out. There's his particles. Where is the prick? There he is. I really wish you could hit Endermen with bows, but they're just too sneaky. Time to test out this shitty pickaxe I just got. I'm just going to use it as a sword because I don't even care. Oh man, Doc Ham's texture pack, I totally forgot. So yeah, that's now Arnold, apparently. I think that's what his dog's called. So Arnold's paying us a visit in the world today. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Just copying his dog, but this Enderman needs to die. And as anticlimactic as that was, I think it's just teleported away. Just grieving. Arnold. And yes, I've been spending a lot of time down here grinding it out. Oh, I hear that prick again. This is just going to turn out to be an episode of me hunting down a goddamn Enderman, I swear. But yeah, most of these chests are filled with just skeleton drops. I mean, they're not all full, but the majority are. Just added in some recently. I think that's all of them. So yeah, I'm not going to run out of bones anytime soon. Which gives me an idea to make an automatic bread farm. Which I'll need to do some research on. I've only ever seen a quick video on it and it looked pretty cool, so maybe something for me to do in the future. Who knows? I mean, anything that requires a shit ton of bone meal doesn't really bother me. I can build it without stressing about running out. Same goes for any, basically any mob drop, because even though my farms aren't extremely efficient, I've got patience and the ability to AFK, so away from keyboard if you're not up to speed with all the terminology these days. I'm not quite sure where to build this. It's going to be a big fat... Wait, probably should think about how I'm going to structure this sentence before I say it. It's just going to look like a giant pillar, basically. And I'm thinking of making it either out of glass or out of glass with like a wooden border around it to break it up, kind of thing. And I think I need somewhere good for it to be, for lack of a better term. And what I might do is actually just grab all the resources before I start planning it out, because yeah, if I pick a spot I'll just have to come back here anyway. I'm thinking over near the skeletons, that way they can grow while I'm farming XP. And what's up, Arnold? I'm really keen on getting an Enderman Enderman cooking farm. Yes, that's new. Going to the end and making an Enderman XP farm. I've seen quite a few designs of those, and they're incredibly quick for getting level 50. And yeah, it'd make getting level 50 at the fucking sit the fuck down. You fuck him. Yeah, it just makes getting level 50 a little less tedious. So it shall be nice if I can ever get to the stage where I've got one all set up. What the fuck? Super hyper dog today. Dunno. He's been stuck in the bridge for so long, he's just amazed at the fact that he has legs and shit. Bit of an update on my goodie chest. Got some glowstone. Last episode you would have seen that. And yeah, that's as it stands now. I've probably got a lot of more iron and stuff. They're just randomly placed in chests that I don't really look in. Down in chest below the surface. Yeah. Good stuff. I was a bit confused then. It wasn't letting me stack them on top of each other. Okay, what do we got? We got the pistons, we got the dirt, we got the fucking water. We need glass. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Fucking, I'm so confused. It's gonna be so long. I'm sorry, guys. Some of you guys like the long episodes, but goddamn, when I'm making them just out of pure idiocy, I feel like a bit of an idiot. Believe it or not. I think that'll do us for glass. We've got Silk Touch pick on us, and I think one little fine feature of Silk Touch is that you can pick up glass. At least you were able to, yeah. Awesome sauce. So yeah, shouldn't be worried about busting our glass. And actually, before I start this farm, I might do the word of the day, because I know I might do a few different cuts. Because it will take a while to build this farm, so I'll get this word of the day done for you guys who have sat here patiently waiting for this long. I haven't released a sequence of videos in a while, so the word of the day kind of took its time to get claimed last episode, but that's cool. I can't record a new episode until I've got the word of the day, because I feel like if I don't get the word of the day for the previous episode, I'll rip you guys off. And I know in episode 20 I hadn't done DMC Dexter's, but 21 rather, I hadn't done his, so yeah. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean it. Okay. All gay shit aside, episode 22's word of the day is going to be... okay, I can have a drum roll while I procrastinate and think of a word. Yep, don't actually have a word. It's gonna be steak. What is with this? Ever since I installed Optifine, my text is going tweet left and right all the time. I don't get it. So yeah, steak. If you are the first and only person to post steak into the comments of this video, that sign will be yours. Most of you know the drill by now, but some of you guys have a bit of trouble keeping up. Maybe that's the new subscribers, I don't know. The thing is, I get subscribers daily, and I don't know. What am I trying to say? As I stare down my dog, I kind of forget that some people have never seen my previous episodes. So, without going into too much detail, I'd like to update the new guys without pissing off the loyal subscribers who've been here from the beginning. But yeah, hopefully I covered that in the correct fashion that was necessary. What I might do, guys, I will build this farm over here, but looks like I need a bit of a bigger area to work with, so I might extend the land a bit and flatten it out, and I'll be back when I've done that. Be right back. Okay, guys, just finished patching this place up. Actually accidentally gave the dog here a bit of a falling damage. Plunged him into a cave, but yeah, she's all good. Tail's still up and about, which is nice. And if you guys who didn't know, you can check your dog's health by how high his tail is. I kind of don't want to waste a steak on him, but if you'd stand the fuck still, you'd see his tail gets a bit more erected if I give him this steak, I do believe. That was very subtle, but yes, that did in fact raise his tail. And if you notice his tail starts going around his balls or something, you know you got to feed him. I didn't actually know that for a long time, so I presume some of you may not know that also. And I thought I'd just chuck that in there. And don't get in my fucking way. I can just tell this is going to get annoying. Okay, you stay there. Okay, wow, that was bad placement. Okay, on to the explanation of thy melon farm. Basically, how it works is melons grow. What block can I use for melons? We can just use redstone. These redstone dusts are where the melons and or pumpkins will grow. For now, I'll just make it a melon farm. I will need to make a pumpkin farm version of this, but I don't know. I'll do that at a later date. And basically, the plants of the actual melons will be in the center here, so they can be represented by these pistons. And the way it works is we grab pistons here on both sides, and once we allow the melons to grow on these blocks, we activate the pistons and they push off the melons into a water stream below. So I shall demonstrate this in a somewhat strange fashion, but yes, hopefully you guys understand. By the end of this, you should know exactly how to build this, which is the goal. I mean, if I can't explain it good enough, I guess I have failed you guys. So basically, with this principle, all we have to do is just hook up a bunch of pistons vertically over and over and over, like so. It's going to be a lot more glamorous than this, trust me. And I don't think I brought any form of button or anything. I'll probably just use a button to activate it. Something easy. Probably piss them off for now. And just pretend that those were melons just now. Oh god, I'm terrible at this. So, what I shall do I'll do that one more time to show you guys, and hopefully this water stream will actually work a little bit better. I know this is a really poor way to show it, but yeah. There's the melons. Push the button. All the redstone or melons drop down from all the different layers into the water stream. There will be a wall here, so they can't go onto this block here. And then they shall float down to me when I set it up properly. But yeah, that's the basics behind it, and that dog's fucking ugly. Just a fun fact. Although he is spinning, which I guess, I don't know. He's got nothing on Bridge Dog / Arnold. That's just my opinion. So what I might do, guys, I will actually break this episode up into a few segments, because I fear it will be pretty much an hour-long episode if I don't. So guys, I will get started on the build, and I shall be back once I've made some progress. Okay, I shall present you now what I've done in the last 10 minutes. First of all, the most pointless floor design ever, but I don't know, I like it. And this is going to be the main lobby area in which we'll be harvesting or activating the pistons to get the melons to water streams or push them towards me. This sign holds up the water, and yeah, pretty basic stuff. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to wire all this. To be honest, I might just chuck it all underneath and then bring it up one of the corners or something. I'm sure I'll figure something out. But yeah, as I haven't set something in stone, I might actually go off camera and do some experimenting, try and get something that works out, and I will rejoin you guys once I've done that. And get out of this fucking... yeah, I'll be back. Alright, I figured out a fairly simple design that I might work with currently. The idea is to place repeaters behind the pistons, obviously. I won't be using redstone dust just because it's a pain in the ass, as I've explained previously, and that's a bit annoying. But I won't be helping up here much anyway. I'll just be helping up to build it initially, as I won't need to replant anything or any of that stuff. And yeah, you probably could just use non-sticky pistons. Originally I thought you had to have to place a solid block in front of it. You may still need to, but for now I'll just try it as is, and if I need to change it, so be it. And yes, onto the design. Basically what happens is, button goes off, those go off, you know the drill, but redstone dust powers the repeaters, powers this block, which then powers the piston. And I've shown you before, if this was only redstone dust, it would only power the block, and it wouldn't be able to travel through to the piston. I'm not quite sure exactly why it does that, but yeah, use a repeater if you want to do something like that, if you want to power something vertically. Basically just the simplest way to do it that I know of. I'm not really a master of redstone, but yes, as I've said before, but yeah. One thing you do need to consider when building a farm like this is all the soil that you have here will need to be hydrated somehow. I can't think of any witty way to do it, so I'm just going to do it simply by having water behind it. Again, there's probably ways to do it better, but I don't know. For now, I don't really mind it. And I shall get started on the second layer, because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get this redstone up vertically whilst keeping it compact. So I'll be back when I think of something. Alright, I think I've found a method I've planned on using. As you can see, it uses glowstone, and recently I found out that redstone will travel upwards diagonally through glowstone for some reason. I have no idea why, but I guess I could demonstrate it briefly, since I've got silk touch, only because I've got silk touch. But basically, if you were to set up some zigzaggery like this, like so, on a regular dirt block, or this goes for pretty much any other block in the game, you'll see that the redstone gets cut off, so the circuitry can't go through, and yeah, it's poop. But with glowstone, if you do the same thing, I guess you can kind of guess where this is going, but I don't know if this is a glitch or if it was a feature. I hope it's a feature because I don't want to rebuild this, but it will travel upwards, like so, diagonally, without cutting it off. And it took me about 20 minutes to realize that I could do that, whilst building a really overly complicated thing when I could have just been doing something that basic the whole time. So I did feel a bit of a dumbass, but oh well, worked out in the end. And currently, I've only made it 3 high on the right side and haven't touched the left side yet. But for now, I'll probably just build it until the redstone burns out. Eventually the pulse will run out, so I will have to chuck some repeaters in to renew it, so I can make it higher and higher, etc. But for now, I'll just do it until the pulse runs out, so it should be about 4 or 5 high. I think a redstone pulse will travel 13 blocks from the source. I've got a repeater here, so it renews it a little bit. And yeah, I've still got to think of a way to make it a bit better. I don't know why I've got this here. I can put it in the wrong spot even, but anyway. So yes, I'll whack the power on this thing once I've chucked these two down. And, I didn't actually think this would work the first time I tried it, but sure enough, it works. So all that's left to do for this side is to just hydrate the water and obviously put the melons in, and obviously I've got to do this side as well. And I might actually show you guys the process of building this. I've done a fair few takes lately, so I guess I can show you guys how to actually do this, hopefully without screwing up majorly. Okie doke. Before I was trying to make some sort of inverter, weird ass contraption that just really wasn't working out. As I said, I spent about 20 minutes just fucking around with something that was never going to work in the first place. But luckily I remember the glowstone has this little feature. Oddly enough, it doesn't, if you were to do the same thing, but if the source was from above, it wouldn't go through. But if it's from below, the source will travel upwards. The pulse rather, if that makes sense. So if the button was here and it activated this one, it wouldn't zigzag down. It just does it the opposite way around for some retarded reason, which I hope is never removed because I don't want to build this again. It pissed me off the first time to build it, and fuck that. I'm thinking we're gonna do the parkour map, custom map I talked about last episode. I think it's called, wait, I've got it on my desktop, excuse me. Dungeon Runner, that's the name of the map, if any of you are familiar with that map, and or have played it yourself. That's the map I've chosen to play. As I said, it won't be substituting out for any episodes, these will come out at the same pace. That's just something a little bit more extra, bonus, however you want to say it. And yes, that is how you build these funky little things. All that's left is that to fill up these tanks. I don't know if I should call it tanks or not, but whatever. I don't care, it's like 3:15 in the morning. Like I would just document the time whenever I do these. But yeah, that's my excuse, I'm tired, I guess. Not really, but the average person would be, so it's believable, is it not? Oops. Huh. Kinda screwed that up, but yeah. Right. What I might do, guys, I will fill in this thing because I feel like a bit of a retarded gymnast right now. I'll put in all the pistons and do all the water / dirt, and I'll be back when I've done that, because I'm really struggling to talk right now. I don't know why, but yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I keep getting interrupted by mobs, and Arnold's getting pissed. And I think he's actually trapped there now, which is probably not good. But yeah, I've just added in all the pistons, and what I'm doing now is just going ahead and chucking all the melon seeds in. My apologies about the spontaneous speech impediment just before. Yeah, it's getting late. What can I say? And yeah, I didn't mean to do that at all. I meant to make some bone meal, but yes, I made melon seeds, so another indication of it's time to catch some Z's, catch a bit of a snooze, is when you're doing stupid shit like that. But yeah, this is pretty much episode 22 wrapped up. I mean, if I could place the blocks where I wanted them, I'd probably have finished it a while ago, but regardless, hopefully you guys learnt a thing or two this episode. That was my intention, even though it may not have been apparent, but yes. I was in fact trying to show you how to build this melon farm, and hopefully you guys should be able to replicate it without too much hassle. I'm sure there's tutorials how to build one bigger and better than this, but this is my little go at trying to build one. Obviously, it's going to be inferior to most others, but yeah, it grew a melon, so can't complain. I think that's all of them done, yep. Wonderful. So all that's left to do is just fill in the glass and all that stuff. I might build that off camera, and I might actually show you guys that all done and dusted before I leave you. I'd feel like a bit of an ass if I didn't. So yeah, and also once I get back I will give it a test run and see if it works, and see if I need to fix anything. And these pickaxes are way too good. It's a bit strange, but yeah, I will go on ahead and just fix up the rest of this, and I will be back to test it out and wrap up the episode. Okay guys, I think it's getting to that time where we better wrap the episode up. I was just listening back to my commentary before, and I'm just seeing a slow progression into tired commentary. And I've been waiting for a few melons to grow so we can demonstrate this bad boy. Just filled in all the glass. Yes, the glass. And while we wait for that, one thing I did want to ask you guys, since I now have Optifine, if I can remember which settings this was. Details. No. Something about the grass. Oops. They're my texture packs, by the way. Where was it? Holy crap, there's like so many options, I don't know what to do. Better grass, there we go. If you noticed, I'm like pointing at the screen like that's gonna help. If you notice the grass patches, the dirt patches rather, if I turn this on, it turns to grass. If I turn it off, it's like the old stuff. Let me know which one you prefer. And if you've made it to this point in the video, I thank you very much. Let me know if you did make it this far. I know my commentary got a little bit tired, but yeah, it's almost 4 in the morning now. And since I did a lot of editing throughout this video, it took a long time to record. But for now, I think the melon farm is complete. Obviously, I'll be adding more layers to it, making it a lot higher. We've only got 6 current melon patches. I want to get at least 60, so it'll be a very high structure when it's complete. But we've got a baby melon farm for now, and a dog that won't leave this spot. Okay, you can sit the fuck down now. Alright, we shall test this out, and hopefully none of the melons get stuck. Alright, that's kind of what I wanted to happen, although yeah, I might have to do some tweaking off camera, obviously. But for the most part, I think that works quite well. Can't even get up with this retarded bridge dog thing in the way. But yeah, that was episode 22, guys. Thanks a ton for watching again, and next episode should be a bit more upbeat because I won't be talking at 4 in the morning. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, guys. Remember the word of the day, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you next time.